At Broad Rock Park, this tennis court is one of many facilities that was once great, but has since served its time. And for the past 8 months, it's guys like Lorenzo Trent who are determined to give this whole sports complex a major glow-up.
Broad Rock Tennis Association, which is over 40 years strong, decided that our park had been neglected for so long that we needed to start a movement that'll make this thing move along a little faster.
He's starting with a brand new tennis court, newly painted and paved.
We got coloring coming, fencing coming, and along with that, we got a couple more phases to this project.
With the help of donations and connections within the city, Trent is replacing all of the old courts, which have become rusted, cracked, and in some places overgrown. But Trent isn't just renovating these tennis courts, he's updating the entire sports complex so that this can be a safe place for adults and youth to escape to. There is a particular need for black donors, which is why this week,
do you have any questions?
I decided to give it a shot for the first time. My lack of donation wasn't the result of hesitation or fear, simply that before now, I'd never made the time. Aside from a pinch,
yikes,
it was a relatively quick and painless process.
Just that simple.
Yeah, that simple.
And the half hour I gave along with my first donation could encourage others like me to do the same. If you're stopped by police, rather than risk reaching over to grab your information, all of it would be to the left of your steering wheel. Everything from your insurance, your registration, and even your ID would be even easier to access by police. After a wave of unimaginable devastation from the deadly tornadoes in the heartland last weekend.
Thank you so much for your generous donation.
This is Channel 12, and this is the Red Cross Volunteer. And let me get some information. Take your donation, please.
Comes an unyielding lifeline of support from the people of Virginia.
This $100 donation will go very far.
In a time of great need, it was you at home who answered the call.
50, that's good. That's great. That's a good donation. I have your donation for $50.
AJ Nwoko joins us live now after talking with some county officials. And AJ, how much are we talking here?
Nakia, this is an area that currently lacks any traditional safety measures, so we're looking at hundreds of thousands of dollars just to install them. In the days since that deadly train versus truck accident in New Kent, which took the life of a 45-year-old Mechanicsville man, those closest to Kevin A. Pence are remaining private. But make no mistake, this is what they want to see. Barrier arms, flashing lights, and alarms loud enough to warn drivers of oncoming trains before it's too late. Features currently not present at the private train crossing on Outpost Road and Rockahawk Road, where the collision happened. But New Kent County says those measures won't come cheap. It says the estimated cost for a setup like this one could be anywhere from $300,000 to $1 million.
Got done with the academy, I'd say, about 3 weeks ago.
It's safe to say this sheriff deputy from Orange County is pretty green.
Yeah, I just got here, brand new.
But even though it was just his second day on the job, Jacob Gano knew he had to be ready for anything.
Going through the county, learning the roads, when we got dispatched to the crash over in the area of Locust Grove.
Including saving a life.
It looks like you've got one patient, negative for seatbelts, negative for airbags. Was out of the vehicle rolled on him.
So that was actually my first experience with a pretty bad motor vehicle accident.
The victim
Please help me, please.
was pinned underneath his car.
Everyone's coming for you.
You know, when you see that in person, there's a bit of a shock factor to it, but you have to do something.
Everybody I got's coming for you.
And time was running out.
Help me.
Shrugging off that shock,
Please help me.
Yeah.
Gano and his superior officer, Sergeant John Barry, jumped into action. With their bare hand and sheer determination, watch as they shove thousands of pounds of mangled metal off the victim.
Hang on. Watch out.
Thanks to them, still alive.
Right after he had been transported by EMS.
But the job never stops there.
When people call us, it's always a bad day. So when you get those phone calls, you know you have an opportunity to change the direction of someone's day, potentially their life, and for the better.
That's the lesson this sheriff deputy wants the community to know.
So being able to see the impact that things like this make is good. Not only is a life saved, but people see that, they understand why we do what we do and why we're here.
And with just a few weeks of training under his belt, this deputy from Orange, now a little less green, has one heck of a story to tell.
It kind of reinforced the why I'm doing it.
And more lives to save.
Here with the Orange County Sheriff's Office, I feel like I have more of an opportunity to do something that feels like it matters.
Every day I just want to get up and walk. And I feel that I can do it right now.
Maria Pollard doesn't let anything keep her down, not even partial paralysis from a surgery to remove cancer from her spine.
One of the screws went into my spinal cord and shut the fluid off.
For months, she's been wheelchair-bound, relying on assistance to do the things she loves.
I miss out on my driving, shopping. It's frustrating because I'm not used to this.
Fortunately, she'll never have to be, thanks to the Sheltering Arms Institute.
Are you ready?
And this piece of cutting-edge technology.
Holding for stands.
Like motorized magic.
And standing up.
She's able to rise once more and take her own steps.
Gonna be that right first step.
This wearable exoskeleton called Exo is giving Maria her independence back.
And I love being in it.
Thanks to support from the community, the Sheltering Arms Institute is the first inpatient rehabilitation hospital in the state to have this new technology.
The robot actually allows us to grade the amount of assistance we give somebody. So for someone that is weak, we can let the robot do more. For someone that has a little more strength, we can make the robot do less.
It helps you a little bit, but you have to be, strong to make your steps yourself.
Needing less help.
This is Maria's third week in the device, and already her abilities have vastly improved.
Initially, the robot was doing about 90–95% of the work. Now it's doing about 60–65% of the work.
Just like Maria, the Institute is ready to make a lifetime of difference for others.
Shift left.
Using this technology, one small step at a time.
And I'm really working hard and looking forward to walking out of that door with my walker.
It's match day at Godwin High School, and the Eagles' nest is filled with Eagles' pride. But this match isn't about spikes, records, or points.
There you go.
Yes, for these young women, what matters tonight isn't a victory that can be won on the court.
But we gotta get ready faster.
Rather, the victory that can be won for their coach, Chris Wakefield.
I think people are scared sometimes. They have a little fear of asking for help and fear of not knowing who will answer the call. And I know that was personally part of my problem in terms of asking for help.
He's been battling kidney disease his entire life.
I'm at below 10% on kidney function, so my kidney functions is pretty much going down. It's stage 5 in renal failure is where I'm at.
That's why a group of parents have organized everything from a 50-50 raffle, donations, an online fundraiser, and centered this entire game for Wakefield's benefit, raising awareness for kidney disease in the process.
Chris has been a great influence on our girls here at Godwin and for Richmond Volleyball Club, so it just seemed natural for us to want to do something for him, to give back to him, and to get him a kidney. That's our main goal, is to get him a kidney.
The parents, they put everything together, really didn't know what to expect. And, I walked into the gym today and saw everything, and I was amazed. I was at a loss of words.
Now, on the Godwin volleyball team's final home game, they're hoping for one more big push.
We need a kidney donor.
This is Wakefield's match for a matching donor.
And to see all of the people that come out that want to help, that want to support, just makes you feel good. And hopefully this match will find me a match.